Welcome to Master the Minor Arcana. We are talking about the 9 and 10 of Wands, and these two cards are often seen as pretty scary. So let's just rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with. So we have the 9 of Swords to start. This is often seen as waking up from a nightmare, and it's mostly about anxiety, overwhelm, overthinking, sleepless nights. Remember, swords are about thoughts. So all of these thoughts seem to be aligned with being afraid or worried. Sometimes it can show, if it's in a reading where it shows up in a spread in the good things, then it can show that you're overcoming it. So always remember to take these cards, any of the cards, with the relationship of the cards surrounding them. That's a little more of an intermediate thing, and we will cover that. Just keep following along or join the Tarot Cafe. I'll talk more about that in a future video. So the zodiac sign that relates to this 9 of Swords is Gemini, and the planetary influence is Mars. So there is some energy of, too much energy focused on what thoughts come up. And I often see this as the 3 a.m. thoughts that wake you up. You're fine. You wake up from the sleep, and then all of a sudden the brain starts going and the thought starts coming. And then pretty soon you're wide awake, worried, and feeding into that fear and that anxiety. It could be regrets. It could be just over analyzing something. It doesn't even have to be something big and scary. It's just something that's been weighing on your mind that has your full attention. And here's the thing, these things might not actually exist in reality, but thoughts have a way of making things feel real. So you need to ask yourself, are these worries true, or am I just spiraling? And just give yourself a moment to just think and shift where you're focused on. It's always good to focus on the solution rather than the problem. But I know sometimes it's easier to just say it than do it. So let's move on to the 10 of Swords. This one is often seen as very scary. We have some dead guy laying on the ground, all 10 swords stuck into his back. Obviously, he's not alive anymore. What the core meaning of this card is something is finished. You can't come back from it. You can't resuscitate it. It's over. 10s are about completion. Sometimes the completion isn't always a good thing, but at the same time, the relief is that it is over. Once it's over, it's over. Just trust that you can't go back to it, whatever that thing is. The planetary influence with this is the sun, and the sign it relates to is Gemini. So this can signify that there is also a painful ending, like our thoughts create our reality. Often our thoughts come first, then our emotions, and it kind of whirlwinds from there. And what trips people up is this screams that it's game over. And yet endings aren't always bad. Sometimes it's a relief that something is finally finished. This is what helps us to feel that release and move forward. And this card reminds us that one chapter is closing, but another one is ready to begin. Maybe it's a whole new book, right? Who knows? So there you have it. I do have the play sheet password for you if you're playing along and want the free play sheet. Make sure you've signed up for it. There's a link in the description, and the password is CALM, C-A-L-M, CALM, all lowercase letters. And there you have it. We will see you in the next video. Peace.